40th Dakar Rally nears the halfway stage with the Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa outfit and the Peugeots fighting it out for podium places. It was exactly the case in Stage 5, where the South African team claimed positions 2, 3 and 5 on a difficult day in the dunes.
Well, a really tough day all round. A 3 a.m. get up this morning, 3:30 leaving the bivouac, and long tough day.
I cannot imagine that we jumped for 6-3, and no, we did a good job, and Michel did a very good job. The Toyota Hilux was very good, and the mechanics here prepared the car very well, and it's all a good combination for today.
Well, I mean, it was a much better day than yesterday. You know, I'm just glad we got through. I mean, there's always you always got to think on your feet here sometimes, you know, especially the difficult stage like this today. And sometimes it's just best to take a minute or two and make sure where to go than just to go. And we did that today. So we got the reward, 3rd place on the stage, and I think we moved up to 5th place overall in the general standings.
I am so happy to be here. And I think still we have 9 days, and we try to do our best.
Stage 6 saw drivers and their navigators leave the sand and Peru and cross borders on a 313-kilometer trek on dirt to the Bolivian administrative capital, La Paz. They were given a hero's welcome as they entered the city, but only after the Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team and the Peugeots continued their battle in the front.
Yeah, we're here in La Paz, a very cold La Paz. Steam on the breath even, and from the hot summers of Peru, it's something quite different. And coming here today, which was quite a trek, 600-700 k's over the Andes, 4,900 meters, and we were coming through snow, hail, rain, so the lads have had everything today. On the racetrack, wasn't quite as we hoped. Good results in the end, but we didn't take time off the Peugeots, which I really wanted to do. The altitude hurt more than I thought it would, and anyway, we're I think 3rd for Nasser, 4th for Janelle, and I think even maybe 5th for Bernard, I'm not sure. But the times were quite close, but the wrong side.
Yeah, pretty good day. You know, obviously a lot different to the last 5 days. You know, rally type roads, a lot of water. So no, all in all, pretty good. The stage was in 2 sections. First part was nice and twisty, very nice to drive. Second part was a little bit faster. You know, we tried to push as hard as we can, and we had a pretty good stage. I think we finished 4th for the day, so pretty happy with that. The Peugeots were a little bit quick for us, but we'll see. You know, today is basically halfway.
No, today was very good day. We start the first stage really slow. We don't push too much because we are P3 in general ranking, and we said to each other, okay, let's not do stupid things and drive nice and safely. And the first part we managed it on P4. Then we cross the border, we go to Bolivia, and we've got a lot of straight lines, and yeah, we miss a little bit of the power because of the altitude. And it was a lot of mud, a lot of rain, and we decided to not to take any risk. And today we finished P7 and only lost 3 minutes on Janelle and Nassa. But yeah, we decided to do that, and yeah, we're now on the rest day on the 3rd position overall, 1st Toyota, and till now I'm happy.
It's a battle now between Peugeot and the Hilux, but we must remember we're not even halfway yet. We've got 2 monster stages coming our way with Fiambala and Belen, let alone the 1,000-kilometer marathon tomorrow and the next day. So there's still a lot that can happen. We are fully motivated to keep the cars in full speed spec, and let's see what we can do.
With Stage 6 done and dusted, the drivers and navigators have earned themselves a well-earned rest day and will be able to put their feet up somewhat in La Paz before hitting the road again on Saturday for Stage 7, a 425-kilometer journey to the town of Uyuni as the marathon stage begins.
The last 2 days have been very tough. I mean, 11, 12 hours in the car. which is long days. So I think everybody needs a good rest, and then we'll be ready for the second week.
Yes, I want to sleep. I really want to sleep and to rest out. No, everything hurts, and I think also good for the mechanics to rebuild the car for the day after. And I believe when we had the marathon day, the mechanics have rest day. But no, for us it's a nice welcome to have a day like tomorrow.
Stage 7 coming up is the first section from La Paz to Uyuni. I think the actual stage distance is the longest so far. I have to check on that, but it gets just over 500 k's, and it's the first section of the marathon. So a lot of stress here. One doesn't want to change too many parts in the rest day, because we're not going to see the cars for 1,000 kilometers of racing, which is a really big, tough couple of days coming up.
I don't think the marathon stages will be that difficult. After that, there'll be more difficult stages in Fiambala and Berlin. So, obviously it's important on the marathon day to look after the car, because you have got no service. But I think the difficult days are to come after that.
A new addition to the Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team is veteran navigator Michel Perrin. The Frenchman has a storied history when it comes to motorsport, and it was only natural that he would eventually link up with the SA outfit.
So I know Genil from the time we were together in another team 10 years ago, 12 years ago, Nasser too. I know Mathieu because I've been his teacher 15 years ago when he started cross country. So generally speaking, we know each other. When you are old like I am, with a lot of experience, I have 16 Rally Dakar behind me, you normally know everybody. So it's quality because it makes a relationship with other people easy. And of course, when you have a boss like Lynn who is really focused on the nice atmosphere and at the same time on the high quality of the service, how can you be unhappy? I'm coming from a diesel category, as you know, and for sure the new car is exceptional on the bumps. The balance of the car is, we enter probably in a little bit in the new category. The way the driver has to consider it is new. You have to adapt yourself. And I like the aspirated engine because you go high revs and the noise is a proper racing engine. So I hope this car, and Nasser did show it all the year long, has a fantastic potential. And Dakar is potential of the car, potential of the crew, and reliability. So if you have everything, you have a chance to be in the top 3 at the finish.
Perrin started racing in 1977 and turned professional in 1984. He may be far from a rookie, but the passion for speed within him keeps the 60-year-old as young as ever.
I've seen the African period, and I know also the South American period. If you ask me which one I prefer, I like both because they are really different. If you talk about Africa, it was possible to be one day long without seeing anybody, even your partner, because if you are not crossing any car or catching any car, you can be alone for all the day long, which is a little bit strange. And because you do not know if you are fast or not. South America is different because there is people everywhere. Does not mean that you do not get lost, but there is a lot of people everywhere. They love motorsport in South America. So, but navigation is tricky, and as you know, the rules has been changed from the last 2 years, and they want to make our life extremely hard, especially on the navigation side. As you can see, especially this car is extremely fast, able to go over the bumps at high speed, and of course the body is a little bit checked. And it's one thing to read the road book in a car which is going 30 per hour. It's another thing when you go at the same place at over 100 and where the car is doing this. And you need to be sharp because the speed is higher and the balance in the car is difficult. Your body is suffering, and it's not only for 10 minutes, it's for some hours, and it's for 14 days. And of course you need to be at the right fitness level, even if my age is start to be, as you said, a veteran.
Perrin is the navigator for Dutch driver Bernard ten Brinker. And despite having never driven together before, the pair have great working relationship.
He called me not a long time ago, just after Morocco Rally, asking if I would be happy to co-drive him, and then we had a meeting in his home in Netherlands, and very quickly we decided that it was a good idea to go together. The first thing was to get used to Bernard, and he has a natural talent, behavior behind the steering wheel, even if he's a businessman. So this is the first good thing, of course. We apparently cope very well together. We know we don't have so much of time to get used to each other, but so far it's getting well, so I'm happy.